readers. Happy Tuesday. I hope you all enjoyed your holiday yesterday and took the day to spend with your family, maybe do a cookout and a barbecue. Thank those soldiers, those men and women who defend our country here and now. I want to celebrate this week and next week with your reading stamina. You have done a phenomenal job working up to those 20 minutes of independent reading. Now, when we began kindergarten way back in September, we were only reading for 2 minutes independently. Can you even believe how far you have come? And I'm very proud of you for the hard work that you've been doing. And last week as readers, you really zoomed in on nonfiction text, the type of books that teach you something about the real world. Some of you even sent me some pictures of the things that you were reading about. Some of you were reading about ships, big naval ships. Some of you were reading about animals like giraffes. Some of you sent me pictures of baseball players. And you have really become an expert, not baseball players, what am I saying? The game of baseball. Sorry about that, buddy. So you're becoming experts on those nonfiction stories, those nonfiction, real world animals, events, games, okay? And you spent some time as a nonfiction reader asking questions and thinking, wow. But today I want to teach you that when you're reading nonfiction books and you notice something that gives you that wow, or you notice something where you say, huh? Or why? You're so eager to share that with someone else that often you take your book and you're like, look at what I have, look. But to your partner, they don't understand your excitement yet. So today I want to teach you that when you're sharing your nonfiction books with your partners, you have to talk like an expert. And you have to use some fancy words, some fancy expert words to really show your partner that you know a lot about this topic. So as an avid reader, we use fancy topic words. And I'm going to show you what that looks like today when I read you a story about honeybees. Now, I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of honeybees flying around. And when I talk to Natalie, and as you know, my Natalie, she loves animals. And just like you've been doing the work as nonfiction, I've been asking her to do the same kind of things. And Natalie, my goodness, Natalie loves animals. Look at that. I put Natalie and animals together. It didn't make sense. So Natalie has a collection of books that she's been learning about. She likes to read about pandas. You know, that's my favorite animal. She's been reading about hummingbirds, learning a lot of important facts about hummingbirds. She's been reading about gorillas, and she's been reading about giraffes. Did you know that a giraffe's tongue can be 6 feet long? I know. But sharing that kind of fact with you and using that fancy topic word, 6 feet long, shows you that I'm a real expert at giraffes. So today, I want to teach you to use those topic words with a story about bees, honeybees. Now listen up and help me learn a lot so I can teach others about honeybees. Bees buzz around. Honeybees have 2 antennas and 4 wings. Honeybees have 5 eyes. Wow. 5 eyes. Imagine all the things they can see with 5 eyes. Well, so far I've learned a lot about honeybees, right? I've learned that they have 2 antennas. Now, before I was an avid reader, I might have said pointy things on their head. But now that I'm an expert about honeybees, I know that they're called antennas. Let me see what else I can do. Bees fly from flower to flower. They look for food. Bees pick up pollen. Oh my goodness. Before I was an avid reader, I just called that stuff on the flower, I just called it dusty, sticky stuff. But now that I'm an expert, I know that it's called pollen. So when I share with my reading partner, I have to use that fancy topic word. Bees sip nectar from flowers. Nectar? My goodness, I used to just call it that sweet, juicy stuff. But now I know the real word is nectar. So I gotta use those just right words. I gotta use those fancy topic words so that my reading partner really knows that I am an expert about bees. They fly home with the pollen and the nectar. Bees live in a hive. As many as 60,000 bees live in one hive. Now look at that. That's a really important fact that I want to share with my reading partner. Did you know that 60,000 bees, that's a lot of bees, live in one hive? Imagine having 60,000 people in your house. It'd be very crowded. They put the pollen and nectar inside the hive. Bees make the nectar into honey. They eat some pollen and honey. People also build hives. They take honey out. Do you know what this person is called? No, don't just say a guy who collects bees. No, you're an expert at bees. This is a bee collector. Now you have to say it with confidence because you're an expert at bees and you can share and teach somebody else. Honey is yummy. Now that I'm an expert about bees, I want to share with my partners all the things I've learned about bees. And that's what you're going to do this week. You're going to, again, look into nonfiction books. You can find lots of them on MyEd. And many of our local libraries are starting to open for curbside pickup. So if you have a library book, you might want to call your local library and see if you can get some nonfiction books. And remember, it can be about sports. It can be about professionals. You could read about police officers because they have some fancy topic words that you can use to talk about their jobs. You can talk about nurses and doctors. Read about all of those community workers and become an expert. And you can share with lots of other friends all you learned about being a nonfiction avid reader using some fancy topic words. Okay, readers, I look forward to hearing your fancy topic words this week. So off you go.